intro.
Hello, everyone. We're live now. My name is Sandra. Welcome to Making a Difference with Sandra Ukoh. And I'm a John Maxwell certified coach, speaker, and trainer. And on this channel, what we do basically is we try to educate you, we try to help you learn, and we learn from other people's experience. In the sense that we bring up people who have been through different phases of life and how they have made a difference in their world and how they've stood the test of time and they become leaders that we can emulate. And this is the reason why we come together every evening when we come live to just, talk about them, learn from their experiences so that we do not have to fall into same pitfalls they went through. We don't have to, reinvent the wheel. And today, before I go into the show and inviting our guest, I have with me here my colleague, Financial Paul. He would also be introducing himself very soon. And before I told you, I'm a certified John Maxwell coach, speaker, and trainer, and also an author. I just came up with this book recently. This is a new book from my end. It is the title is "Can Anything Hold You Back?" Titled "Making a Difference with Sandra." Making a difference with Sandra. And with this book, I just believe nothing this year should keep you back from becoming all you have been called to be. We've all been called in our different phases and facets of life to stand out and to be good representative. And with this book, if you don't have a copy of this book, I would encourage you. You can get this book on Amazon and on Jumia from my Nigerian friends. You can reach out to get this book. And if you are finding it difficult to get the book, you can reach out to me. Yeah, I have my colleague here, Financial Paul. I'll be leaving the stage for him to introduce himself. Financial Paul, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sure you can hear me. Yeah, welcome, great people. I am Financial Paul, a professional member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant. I teach people and train people on money, finance, investment. I'm so glad to be on this show, making a difference with Sandra Ukoh. It's been a wonderful journey, kickstarting this live section and impactful section every Monday, and I'm ready to learn and also give a lot of people a lot of financial information and also every other information that regards you making a difference in every area of your life. You could make a difference in financial area, spiritual, relationship, educational, all areas of your life. And this section is targeted around that. So I'm so glad being here, Sandra. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Thank you. I think probably the guest is having one or two challenges. She's not here. I'll probably play the book thriller till we have her back.
It's fine.
Thank you. Hey, we're back. Our guest is yet to come in on stage. Just give me 1 to 2 minutes. She should be here any moment from now. Okay, we're back now. Glad to have you on Making a Difference with Sandra. Welcome. And if this is your first time, please kindly like, subscribe, and hit the notification bells so you can often get more updates from us. Now we're here to invite our guest, the long-awaited evangelist Bibi. That's the name. She'll be coming on board and she will give a brief bow about herself and the things she's done in the industry that has made us stood out in time past. Thank you. Let's welcome Evangelist Bibi. Wow.
What's my name? Evangelist Bibi. What's my name? Evangelist Bibi.
That's great.
Amazing.
Amazing. Nice to be here with you. I just knew that it was only Minister Sandra that would get me to this point at this time. I normally will wait till I get to the studio and all, but she said, you have to come live. So right now I'm parked in front of somebody's house doing an interview on my phone. Well, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we like to know you because our people here that will be getting to
Wow.
meeting you for the first time. We want to know you. Tell us about yourself.
That's a very, in what capacity? Because now let me say one thing. I wear a lot of hats, and I'll just say, basically, let me just start from my mandate name is Evangelist Bibi. Evangelist Bibi means be fruitful and multiply. Even though I'm in America and people find it a little bit intimidating, but that's my call here in America. I was born in Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria. I trained as an attorney in Nigeria. I practiced for over 12 years, and I applied to become a judge in Lagos State of Nigeria. And then the Lord called me. At the very time I would have gone in, the Lord called me and said, you're going to America. I said, America for what? My father said, oh, you're going to Harvard like me. I said, no, Daddy, I'm not going to Harvard. He said, what are you going to do? I said, God said television and social media. He said, what? All these years to become an attorney? And I went to the best schools, best law firms, one of the top 5 law firms in Nigeria I worked with. You name it, who's who. I did international treaties. I did oil and gas, selling shiploads of crude oil to refineries. I did politics. Was involved in politics. I became a political activist. What else did I do? I did real estate into the millions of dollars. And I'm talking of, after that, my father said, you're not going to television and social media. At that time, that was 2001. Facebook was not there. So YouTube had not come because Facebook came later on, 2003, 2004. And so it was like, what's TV? What's social media? I said, that's what God said. I didn't understand it at that time. So when I came in, the day I came in was very funny too, September 11, 2001. The Twin Towers, the plane just hit the Twin Towers and they had to stop us and send us back. And I said, you see, God, you said I should go to America. They don't want us now. I said, no. So I came in September 18, 2001. And since then, I started learning about television. I did online television. I set up my online television, my Faith TV network. And then God said, learn about social media, start writing about social media, start teaching pastors and leaders about social media, because there's going to come a time that they will not be able to preach in their church. I said, for we are live God. Now lie. That was why I said to God, I said, now lie. This was in 2001. So in March 2020, God came back to me and said, now lie. Every church shut down. I actually wrote the book Social Media for Ministry and Global Evangelism. And then he said, put it in French, put it in Spanish. So I put it in French, I put it in Spanish, I put it on Amazon, and then said, start teaching. So I started traveling, going to Nigeria 5 times every year, go to about 6 states anytime I'm in Nigeria. I went to Togo, went to Ghana. Then I was supposed to go to Burundi, Lesotho, South Africa. COVID hit. So when COVID hit, I couldn't go. So I was now back. And then I now decided, you know what, let me go and do shipload of crude oil. I called all the banks I knew, signed, got $500 million, got a refinery that needed it, started doing it. And then God said, did I ask you? Did I send you? I was already calculating the $6 million profit per month for the next 30 years that I was, 30 months I was going to get. Immediately I fell sick. I was in hospital. And God said, did I send you? I told you social media and TV. Why are you trying to do oil and gas again? Why are you trying to go back there? It's not the money. I said, God, I hear you. So I launched the books in Spanish and in French last year. And then I told them at that time, I said, COVID is going on now, but something else is coming. At that time, I didn't even know it was Omicron, but that was what God was saying. Something else is coming. He now said, okay, get online, get on Apple TV, get on Roku TV, get on Amazon Fire TV, get on Apple. I said, God, what are you trying to do now? I'll get on it. So I got on it. And he said, look, you still have to continue. There are many people that need to hear the gospel. Latest gist, yesterday and the day before, Minister Sandra was trying to get me. And she said, I can't reach you. I said, God has come again. Oh. What did he say? He had come again a week ago. He said, get on Facebook, get on YouTube, take the TV station on YouTube. I said, why? He said, because I need people to access it on their phone. I said, what is wrong with the cable you said I should do before? I've done cable. Now, why are you now? I didn't know that Russia was going to bomb Ukraine. And now they can't sit down and watch cable or anything. All they have now is the internet. And so when that happened, he now said, he came back to me and said, na lie, girl. I said, sir, na lie. He said, go and do that right now. So when I tell my friends, I say, God has come again. Is it only you that hears? Now, all my friends are now senior advocates of Nigeria. They are judges. They are Supreme Court, Court of Appeal judges. But when I go back, they still call me. They still talk to me. And they still say, oh, they call me Evangelist Bibi. I pray for them. When I went back last year, the different people came and met me, and presidential aspirants, can you help us? I said, right now, God did not say anything. Well, don't let me get into trouble because of money. But because I did, if you go online, you see the first one I did when Jonathan Goodluck wanted to go in, God said, go ahead and help him. So I did all the American politicking and all, and then went back to Nigeria. And then he became president. We thank God for that. And I wrote a book. I researched 17 nations that did use social media starting from Obama to Hillary Clinton. I went 17 countries anyway. So the book is about the social media for good governance with politics. I went to all the United Nations paperwork and all that. But that's all the interesting part of me. I'm known as the catalyst. I'm the apostle of the fivefold ministry. My fivefold ministry: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. That's my fivefold. I'm also the catalyst for productivity and expansion. My vision is: if you have a book, you must write the book. You must write the book. If you have a business, you must learn how to use social media to grow. You have no choice. If you're my friend or you're connected to me, you must grow. You must multiply. You must be fruitful and multiply. The last thing was the last thing I do now. So I do run the television, which in the next 1 week is going to be on Facebook, streaming live 24/7. I've called all these my developers. All of them are running all over the place now. Evangelist Bibi has come again. God has talked again. But if I don't do it, God will go and look for somebody else to do it. And I don't want to miss my crown. I don't want to miss my blessing. So in the next 1 week, it's going to go up. I'm going to run. We also, we had before applied for a cable station in Nigeria. We got the license from NBC. We had approached DSTV and TSTV to get on the platform. But I had to stop it last week because we were supposed to start broadcasting in April on DSTV or TSTV. But I had to stop it last week because this new instruction from God: get on YouTube, get on Facebook, get online, let people be able to watch you on the phones. So we have to do this by fire by force. So in the next 1 week, when I say 1 week, we're not gonna speak tonight until that thing is up on Facebook. And you go to my Faith TV network, and we'll be running on Facebook and on YouTube simultaneously, and people can watch on their phones. What else do I do? The last thing I do, somebody calls me an octopus on crack because I'm doing so many things at the same. I multitask a lot. Some men get intimidated with me, but I tell them I'm a man with a womb. I have a mission. When I get to
Yeah,
heaven, we're not going to be
woman.
woman or man. So let's work
Yeah.
together. Let's do this together. The last thing that God told me that I'm doing right now, I do have two. He told me in 2016. I just did it this year, and he's very upset about that. I did two, like Rick Warren. I did a website called NigeriaPastors.org, and I did another website called Nigeria Churches International Directory.org. Why? God says there's going to come a time that people are going to look for the scripture, and they will look for the word, and they will only believe that Nigerian pastors are the ones who have the word. And so, like I said in a lie in 2001, I did it, and then COVID hit in March 2020. I didn't want to tell him a lie again. So I set up the two websites. So they're up right now running. I just haven't started marketing it since he has now come again to say it's television on Facebook. So television on Facebook must go up tonight or tomorrow, but latest before the first. What is the first? Tomorrow. So so that's all about me. I'm exciting. I'm bobblicious. I love dancing. I love singing. I sing a lot. If you come to church, I will embarrass you because people don't believe I dance. I dance as if I'm at a disco party. As if, we're getting down. I go all the way down. I break dance. I do everything. Backslide, lie down, do, everything. So that's my way. I believe my worship is my weapon. So they've forgotten about me in church. The first day I did it, everybody was just looking at me like this, huh? Why is somebody coming to dance? I will dance every dance. Shift, dance. Even Jerusalem, I'll dance for them. I'll do it. This is for God. And I close my eyes because I don't care about anybody. Because when that time comes, when I was in hospital on life support, where were they? Until I cut a deal with God that I will do my deal. I will do whatever you say I will do. You take care of me, and you take care of my children. I'll take care of your children. That was the deal with God. And to God be the glory. My children I call them millionaire. I have two boys, directors of mommy. Millionaire and sports star. He wants to become a basketball. So that's what we're working on every day. He's going to play in the NBA. Because I was supposed to play in the NBA. Oh, I forgot about that. I was supposed to play in the NBA. I was fielded at the same time as Hakeem Olajuwon was fielded. My father said, basketball. You. Lawyer Lomadi. And so Hakeem Olajuwon came to America. I went back to my law school. And he reminded me very well, my father, the results are going to be in the newspaper. Everybody is going to see it. If you fail and disgrace me in the world. So I had to read very hard. I said, what's the highest they've ever scored? They said there's no first class at that time for law. We were doing law school in Victoria Island at that time. I said, it's okay, I have to make 2-1 because if my father sees me at the bottom, my life is over. So that's how I ended up in law school, lawyer, but now I'm doing television and social media. I don't know what my dad would say. He's been dead 20 years now, but yeah. So that's a little bit about me, or a lot about me. But my life is fun every day.
Very, very, very. It's awesome talking to you and bringing you on this channel. You have so much to pour. I wish I could give you the stage to just keep talking. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, it's good to listen and it's good to follow your passion. Thank God it's a life of discipline, for your dad to tell you to, do all that. You went all the way, obeying your parents. Yes, because a lot of times I just tell people in this age now, kids want to do so many things very far from what we did. Like in those days now, we had lawyers, doctors, and engineers. There's actually no home where you will not get a doctor, an engineer, or lawyer. Now these days, how many people go for law? How many people read medicine? Very few. And so that's why I said it's in a way we should, follow the passion, find out the skills and the skills of our kids these days, and help them channel it well, so that we don't reinvent the wheel. They don't spend so many years going to read what they will never use. Like you now, if you have been doing social media long back, you probably would have created. It would have been.
No, but I would say my training as an attorney has helped me because I've been able to, help other people when it comes to documentation, registration. Like now, I preach. When I preach and I tell people, you want funding for I do a lot of non-profit. I do a lot of social work, orphanages, widows, medical supplies, and all that. The donations. So when I want to draft the agreements, I don't need to go anywhere else. I draft it myself. I just have somebody else to look at it. I can go and apply for grants and loans and get the stuff and send it to Africa wherever it's needed, to go Ghana or whatever. And it helps me negotiate better. If I tell my friends are senior advocate, I mean, 2 of them just got sworn in November as senior advocate of Nigeria. So I always tell them that you're senior advocate of Nigeria, I'm senior advocate of God. And so I'm advocating for God, but when we come together, we still can talk pari passu. When I'm doing real estate, even here on the side, I know one of the questions you were going to ask me, you sent your preview of some of the questions that what do? I do a lot of things on the side. I do real estate. I buy and sell property. I do immigration. The conferences, I have conferences. I have a group called Go Global Conferences, and I do conferences 4 times every year. Before COVID, I used to bring people into America. We had one conference called the FBI Conference, Finance, Business, and Investment. And so bring people from all over the world into the U.S., show them how they can do finances, where they can do business, how they can connect. And right now we're doing about how to get pastors into America and religious visas and what they need to do. Churches, how they need to set up to be able to get grants, to be able to get bank financing to build their churches. You can buy your house and pay it off in 10 years. You just have to plan it. And I do that even in America. I do that in real estate. Even in Nigeria, if you have land in GRA or in, what's it called? One of my staff who was my baby, he was actually my clerk when I left, and I left some clients for him. Now he specializes in just Ikoyi property. I mean, if it's not 500 million, he's not talking. And he's not buying it. He's not dealing with it. So he says, oh, come back. Auntie, please come back. I mean, just give me your covering and give me your linkage. Call all the senators, because I used to go into Asorok and come back. I used to do drafting and all that, international treaties and all. So you still have connection. Come back. At least 3 presidential aspirants want you to work for them this time for 2023. I said, God did not tell me. If God doesn't tell me, I'm not doing it. Oh, I need to say this. I am single. My husband died 7 years ago, and I'm very single. Let me advertise it. The problem I have is I'm very intelligent. I'm not saying this out of audacity. That's what God has blessed me with. Not for me, but because any gift he gives me, any money he gives me, I don't care how many millions he gives me, it is for his people. There's somebody. And he did tell me, he said he has released money. Before COVID happened, he said, I'm going to shake the nations and I'm going to release money into the hands of people. But the pastors that need the money, and I'm raising a new generation of leaders to teach the people that have the money don't know the people that need it. So your job is to increase their visibility. And that's why you have to do TV, you have to do directory. I'm not asking you, I felt I was asking me the big people. So I started with the big names, TD Jakes, Paula White. He said, did I send you? I'm saying go for the small people that are not known. Increase them, show them how to increase their visibility on social media, because people can connect to them. The demographic might be Uzbekistan, it might be Ukraine. When this happened, I said, did I not tell you? Like girl. I said, no, it's not like. It's not like God. You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth. I'm going to increase the visibility of pastors and leaders. So for the next 1 month, that's what I'm going to do. Just look for small pastors who God has given the anointing, but they are not visible. So that the money that God has reserved for them somewhere will get to them. Another thing he said, when he said, make this like fire, he said, like you say in Nigeria, by fire, by force. make this television like that. There are people that are going to die between now and next week if they don't hear this word, because they have to hear it on the phone. So you must take it. You will be responsible for death of some people if you don't let this television go up. I say, me? Why me, God? I'm just a single. This is my case with him. I say, I'm just a single mother. There's Go and meet the big pastors. Go and meet the archbishops and all of them who can talk.
The volume.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Better.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The volume is a bit low.
The volume is low. Is something wrong? Hello?
The volume is low, ma.
Your volume is low.
Hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, please. Your volume is going in and out. Please. Your volume.
What is low?
Yeah, I think it's better now. Just be close to it. I know you're on the road. We can hear you now. Go on.
My phone just went off.
Sorry.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, good.
It's
good.
better
You
now.
can go on.
Okay, it's better. So I'm passionate because I know God has an assignment for each person. So if I meet with you, I'll say, have you written your book? For example, there was one of clients I met. He was 99 years old, and his birthday was 27th of January. He turned 99. So he'd been a pastor for 70 years. And I said, Papa, you have to write your book. Because when you go back to be with the Lord, there must be something to leave as a legacy. We buried him on Friday. He waited for his 99th birthday and he had no sickness, nothing wrong with him. And he said, where's my birthday cake? After he ate the cake, he said, okay, bye, everybody. Good night. It's time for me to go. And he didn't wake up in the morning. I went there. Papa! He didn't wake up. He was gone. And when we buried him on Friday, he already preached his sermon. He preached it on CD, on DVD, and we played it with his body lying in front. And he said, I know you're all watching my body right now, but listen, this is what I want to tell you. And all the songs I wrote there, you must sing it. Sing it. Me, I've gone. It's now baton over to you. There's a purpose for each and every one of us. And I believe I'm a catalyst. I see myself as a catalyst for productivity. So if you write a book, if you're cooking, you're doing moi, I will teach you how to use social media to make money, to increase your return on investment. That's why we do the business fairs. We do the Go Global we call them Go Global conferences. So we have a website, goglobalconference.org. There's now another one, .info. So that's why I travel to Nigeria like 4 times every year to 6 different states. And then just teach. You must learn how to use the social media. It's the tool we have now. We have the people on it. Even if God will give you your business, if God gives you just 10% of Facebook, 2.6 billion, do you know how much that is? So you must be able to corner or capture a niche. Sell your book, sell your clothes. As of yesterday, I was talking to a lady. Sell your gele. Put all the pictures of the gele. Put it up. Make a Facebook page free. Do a Facebook page. Put all your geles there and begin to market and tell people. But you have it, you're not using it. And then this phone will rise up against you on the day of judgment that you didn't use me. That's why you became a failure. Your business failed because you didn't use me properly. So basically, I'm passionate about it. And when I talk to you, it's like my life depends on it. And it does. And I'm sorry I'm preaching, Minister Sandra, but this is me. Even if they take me to White House, like they did the last time, and I will talk. John 14:2 says, in my Father's house there are many mansions there. I am running for a mansion. I have seen mansions. I was in one day before yesterday. There was an elevator just from downstairs to upstairs. The kitchen alone was bigger than my house of the mansion. So if there's a mansion like that, can you imagine what the mansion in heaven that God has prepared for you will be, and it's dependent on how many people you can impact. And you can impact people with social media. You can sit down here and be talking to somebody like right now, what God wants us to do, be targeting Ukraine, be targeting Russia with the word. With the word. People will sit down because they have nothing else to do now. They're in bunkers. So they'll just sit down and be listening to. And there's no, unlike Nigeria, they don't have to do credit issue. It's unlimited. So they can watch. They have no work they're doing now. Schools are shut down. Everywhere is shut down. They're in bunkers looking for, hey, they're bombing here. They're bombing there. So let them sit down and be watching the gospel on their phone. There's a purpose for everything. God is going to have the victory even in this. We just have to make sure we do our own part so that when we get to heaven, we'll get our crowns. There are jewels. In fact, I had to go and look for sapphire, emerald, diamond, and all just to see them, what they look like.
Before you get there.
Wait. As we are talking, let me not talk too far. Are you ready? I'm sitting here. This is my bag. Let me show you what they look like. Let me show you what they look like. This is emerald. This is topaz. There's diamond here now. This is raw. This is raw emerald. Raw emerald. This is garnet. This is garnet. See, I've shown you emerald. This is blue sapphire. Blue sapphire. I've shown you emerald. I've shown you blue sapphire. This is yellow sapphire. This is yellow sapphire. So if I say I'm talking gems, you know what I'm talking about. What is this one? This one is red garnet. This one's red garnet. This one is topaz. So I know what I'm talking about. Oh. So this is the earthly one. These are the earthly diamonds, sapphire, emerald, ruby that are here. This is for real. Now imagine how it will be in heaven. Look at all those jewels. If all those jewels are put into your crown and you're carrying it around, this one I just shown you is what. Don't let them catch me now.
It's awesome having you, and you, I would say just that one or two questions.
Please,
we've
let me
gone
keep
over
quiet.
30 minutes. We might not be able to stay too long. That's because we want to take questions from people who perhaps might have questions for you. And a lot of times, I would say it's always good to follow what you have been called to do, so that you don't reinvent the wheel. You don't spend time going around in circles. You find out that the Israelites, places they were meant to go in 11 days, they spent 40 years of their life.
They spent 40 years.
Yeah, so like for you, God is calling you to do some things. And I tell people, money is not everything. You go with passion first. When being consistent, when God finds you faithful, money will come. Money will start chasing you. But if you go after money, you will miss out on your purpose. You will miss out on your calling. So like what you are doing, particularly now, you are going after God's will. You're going after God's calling. You're going after God's business. You're creating a niche for yourself. People are getting to know you in the social media world. People are getting to know you in diverse things that you're doing. It's just a matter of time. Before you know it, money comes running after you. So please always yield to your calling, your purpose. The moment the purpose of a thing is not known, if you don't know the why,
abuse
it. Abuse is inevitable. Once you know why you are here, excuse me.
Sorry.
You know the purpose why you are here, you will get to, use it very well. I want to appreciate you, Evangelist Bibi. You've said it all. Giving yourself to service, giving yourself to humanitarian services, giving yourself to God's calling and purpose. It's all that it is to life. Yes, we have bills to pay. Yes, we have to take care of ourselves, ride on good cars. But I want to let you know that once you're able to discover the purpose for which sent you here, you will be able to get all other things to be solved, all other things to be met. We are actually not called to pay bills. We are called to worship. We are worship beings. So when you said, when you get to church, you dance, that resonates with me. That's what I do. I always tell myself, I want to dance like David. David danced with, disdain, that people even seeing him as a king. How can a king dance this way? So I always give myself that opportunity too, because I know it's an opportunity to be alive. And so once you have that life, you spend it well in the presence of God. And most especially when you worship. He said, my worship is my weapon. So once you know that, you will know every time you have time to worship God, you want to give him something. He said, why would I give God something that will not cost me anything? Why would I come to God and give him the least of what I could have given anyone? So I think with all you said it all. And I don't know, Paul, you have something to say? Any question for her? To me, she's been running with that.
Yeah, I just had to keep my mouth shut and listen.
She's loaded. She's loaded.
Kind of,
this is
when you
supposed
said,
to be a 1 hour or a 2 hour meeting. We can't do that.
when she said, when you said I'm a lady of so many hats, I sat down and I knew what that means, and I was ready to
oh my God,
listen. And I saw so many things she was saying. And also, one thing I picked point is that we might have a particular plan for ourselves, but our parents one time in our life will one way direct us in a way, and in the future will help us fulfill what God wants. Take for instance, for her, she said she wanted to do something else, but the dad was like, "Come on, go do this," and that the law built a lot in her, built confidence, built a lot, made so many things speed,
network,
like fast. Yes, built network for her. That was the ingredient she needed to that charisma. Maybe if she did another course, she might not have had that charisma or that energy or that confidence. And those were one, and also with the help of God. So I could also resonate for me also. I wanted to do something else. I could remember when my mom, she had that, science students, they must be very, very intelligent, this and that. And she saw that, I'm a science. They said, come on, move out of science student, go to commercial. I was like, no, I want to do science, because we were known as the people who were very intelligent in our school there. So we felt, if you are intelligent, go to science. But she said, no, leave science. She told my twin brother and I, my twin brother left like 3 days before. I said, if I come to school and I meet you in science, I'm going to make sure I beat you in front of your schoolmates. Go to commercial. And fast forward 3 years, I was happy that I did commercial, because I did went to the history of chartered accountant, did accounting, and I discovered that those things added up to my financial intelligence. And I could be able to, when I speak with a level of confidence. And moving away from my side, I learned a lot from her, because she took the calling that God asked for her, and money started chasing her. She has access. People started calling and say, "Come do this business." She's even the one running away. So I'm even at that point now where something is calling me now, and I'm like, I want to do more of my business and the likes. And though I've made a decision to obey, and hearing this is more or less like, yeah, go ahead, kick off. And I'm really ready to what is it called? Network, learn more, grow, and expand in that area. Also learn the area of impact. She's a person of action. Take the action now. And that's the kind of person God is. He doesn't want people who are slacking. When he gives you instruction, take advantage of it.
Most of the, I always say this, Mr. Paul, you're right. Most of the miracles that God gives us is he gives you, if you read it in the Bible with Jesus, you say, go and show yourself to chief priests. As they were going, they will be healed. You have to take that step. If you don't take that step, like when it came to when I'm talking of mega, when it came to the cable station, I'm talking of having paying $10,000 every month.
Wow.
I always come back with a cop out. I'm just a single mother with 2 kids. Where will I get 10,000 a month? But if the dream is not bigger than you, then it doesn't require God to fulfill it.
Yeah, that's it.
If the dream is not bigger than, if you feel that, I'll just call this my connection, call this person, call that person. Okay, you bring this money, bring this money, that's it. But if it's not bigger than you, then it's not God. You don't need God. Then go and do it yourself now. So basically, so you are right. You have to start. If you believe and God has spoken, that's the most important thing. Has God told you? Have you confirmed? If He says go, if the doubt is I don't know how I'm going to do it, then that's a beautiful one, because it is not you that
Exactly.
will do it. It is God.
Exactly.
He's the one
Yeah,
who will
exactly.
bring the people. Like all this gold, this diamond, emerald, sapphire, they brought it to me. Yeah, I didn't go and look for it. They brought it to me. And even like, although I would say God had also, because I had done the paperwork for Nigerian mines and mineral resources way back,
Of
I
course,
came to
you still have
America.
your
God is
part to
very
play.
funny. Yeah, God is very funny. The first place I worked in America was Gem Shopping Network. So I was seeing all like I did the paperwork, went to Asoro with it and everything, but I was now seeing the Nigerian. Do you know Nigeria is only one of the 3 countries in the world that has Mandarin garnet? And some of the garnets, the stones are so tiny, like I showed you. Some of them are like 5,000, 10,000 for tiny stone like this. And Nigeria has it. We have it. When I was talking to a presidential aspirant, I went to his house in Abuja. His wife just bought a land somewhere outside Gaki, and they went to do corn. They went to do corn. They wanted to plant corn. Do you know they spread the ground small outside Gaki? There, they found gold, raw gold
Wow.
in
Wow.
Abuja, right there. So we have the mineral resources, but hey. Anyway, we thank God. Nigeria is. I'm a firm believer in Nigeria. I don't care whatever anybody says. Something good is going to happen to that land. I
Yes,
don't care how
sir.
bad it
Yes.
goes. Something good is going to happen. I'm sorry for those who are not Nigerians, but don't worry. I come to Ghana. I come to Liberia. That's another thing again. I forgot. I do partner with other non-profits, and there's one non-profit I partnered with, Nigeria Connects. And what we do is in America here, we collect books, we collect laptops from Lenovo, computers from Dell, and we go into prisons and we set up e-learning automated library. So when I was in Nigeria last year, we launched Abeokuta Prison, Ibadan Prison, Kirikiri Prison. Uh, we've done about 12 to 13 prisons in Nigeria. We've done Accra, Ghana. We've done Liberia, Monrovia. We've done schools. We have is a hope that 2 projects help our prison education, so that in Abeokuta, that's the highest. Abeokuta prison in Nigeria has the highest number of condemned men. There are about 1,250. So, but out of them, because of the automated, we have opening university now in Abeokuta. We have 65 of them have done NECO. 17 of them are graduating this year from university. We have 2 master students. We have 16 of them. All of them are condemned, though. The day they're going to die. They've gone through everything up to Supreme Court, and they've told them only clemency can get them out of there. But they still have we set up the library there, laptop and all that. So they're doing all that. Some of them, 2 of them were released on clemency by the governor. They came back as lecturer. That's Abeokuta, Abeokuta maximum. So we've done Kirikiri maximum prison. We're doing another one by March 24. We're launching another one in Kirikiri Maximum Prison. We already have the computers there. We already have the laptops there. We have the books there. And then we're automating them so that they can see the books online. They have a website they can catalog. The prisoners are the ones cataloging. The prisoners are the ones painting. The prisoners are the ones who are building the shelves. And everything is, if you go to that prison, they are more educated than those that are outside. Because half of them, maybe they did crime outside. And then they repatriated them back to Nigeria and they put them in prison. So you have brains. In fact, some of them, and I know you like this, we're going to set up now cyber, IT for them, cyber security. Because they can break any code into any. They're the best. But because the world has put them in prison, that they're in prison here, but the brain's there.
Nothing can take it from them. Yeah, nothing can take it from them. Thank you so much, Ma.
Nothing.
I think you have to repeat.
Go.
No, you have to go and you have to repeat this visit. We have a lot
to come back.
You.
Yes, but if you want to ask me any questions, I can at least how many minutes? 5 minutes to answer questions. Let me keep quiet.
Yes.
It's because
So
I
I
don't
don't
have
know.
husband. I have time to do all this. So while all of you are kissing your husbands at home, God is using. That's why I said, God, give me nice husband. God said, if I give you husband, now you won't have time for me anymore. So we're
No,
still
but the kind of
me and him
husband
are
God
still
will give
settling that
you,
deal.
the kind of husband God will give you is an husband that will drive this with you. That will be like your
Amen. No.
backbone, at least assisting you. Because
Last
you
night,
need
this morning, I
you
was still
need help.
giving him conditions. I said, the kind of husband you give me, I was telling God this morning. I said, don't worry, I will love you. I would say this, the husband that will love you like, he will love you as if there's nobody else like you. Me, I'll be second though. He will love me after you. So give me the one that will love you, dedicated, will listen to you, will. I was still bargaining up to this morning so that he will give me something. So that he said, if I give you, you will forget me. I said, no, God. I will forget you.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Lawrence, this is me. I'm
Yeah,
Minister of
that's why I
Enjoyment.
said. No, you're really wearing so many hats. Great to have you on this channel today, and I probably will be giving my audience maybe 1 or 2, 3 minutes to ask their questions, and we'll have to bring you again. We have to bring you. We have so much we need
I'll
to
come
get from
back.
you.
Bring me after the TV station is up. It will be up by tomorrow. So at
Okay,
least,
then.
and then
Then
we
can
can
we
we can take
do?
all your shoes on it.
Oh, then can we do this week again, Thursday or Wednesday, Friday,
As a recording or as a live?
as a live?
Okay, let's try. I will call you by tomorrow once the web developers are finished. In fact, you see it online. It's on Facebook.
Okay.
Let's go to my
Financial Paul,
TV
are you
network.
there? Paul, are you there? He's having network
Mr.
issues.
Paul.
I guess he's
Okay.
having network
Questions.
issues.
Please read the question so maybe I can answer one or two.
Sorry, let
Anybody
me
ask
just.
any question on the chat?
No, I'm trying to check at the chart.
Okay.
Let me check. The question is, have you been able to manage your family being so involved and your boys?
Okay, look at my head. It's called Kodemaka. My hair used to be like Minister Sandra's hair. So my kids, when they were going to, the television station started in my kitchen. So when I'm cooking, I'm making the TV and all, and then I put the chicken, and then the chicken will burn. Then my children will come home and say, "Mommy, this is burnt offering." Even God has stopped accepting burnt offering. He now likes living sacrifice. So stop giving us burnt chicken. My children was going to school one day. I put relaxer in my long hair like Minister Sandra's hair, and they went left by 7:30 on the school bus. By the time they came back at 3:30, mommy was still in front of the television editing video with relaxer still in her hair. That is why till today I have this nice haircut now.
Oh my
How have I
God.
been able to cope? My kids, it was a sacrifice. I worked. I will not lie to you. Because I could not go back into law or go and I did real estate at one time, which was good. And God blessed me. I was able to manage even up to 400 apartment complex. That's why my son, my first son now wants to go into real estate. He said, Mom, you really had it made. Because I had houses, 400,000, 500,000 homes I was managing. I had apartment complexes, quadruplex. There was a time I had nearly 1,000. For some pastors, I bought houses. For some individuals, I'll buy, even if they're in Nigeria, buy for them, help them. Law helped me also because I was able to do what you call the EV visa, whereby if you invest, at that time, if you invest $500,000, you can get a green card. And then now they increased it to 900,000. I'm still doing that, so you can come into America with your wife and children and all. The religious visa right now is on right now. I'm working with a few pastors on it, and they can come in as long as a um, they have a strong church here in America that can sponsor them from Nigeria or from Ghana or from Togo or wherever. So working with the kids saw that real estate was good, and then after the real estate crashed, I let go of most of the properties. And my kids go to school during the day, so I like to be at home with the television, and I'm on TV and cook for them, get them. So after some time, like Paul, when I needed extra money, I started going to what they call the night jobs. I started doing caregiving, and I found that I was getting to meet more people, help people write books, encourage them, even the elderly. I mean, I've trained. It's funny. We start with, "Oh, I've come to take care of you," then we move to something else. But it brought money onto the table. My kids, at night, they know I'm not home. And then when I started traveling, I had to move. Now, when my husband died, we were living in like a 7 bedroom home. In fact, people used to make fun of our house because the dining room was like coming to America. If the table, if you sit on this end, you'll be looking at the next person at the other end. But it was a haven. Anybody that didn't have a house could come to our house and stay. And we did that for a lot of families. Even up to now, the vision for me and any house I have, there must be a room for a pastor who's coming to America who needs somewhere to stay for free. No, a minister's room, a prophet's room. And there must be a room also for anybody who doesn't have accommodation. So right now, my son and I are we're trying to buy a house to do Airbnb. And we'll do 4 rooms Airbnb, then we'll keep one room for somebody who was kicked out or something. So my children saw me the way I was growing. That's why I thank God. I told God, I'll serve you. I'll take care of your children if you take care of my children. So God be the glory. My firstborn is 24, going to 25. My second boy is 21. And both of them, they are humble. If you meet them, they're Nigerian children. They will do dobale. Even though, they'll clean up, they're respectful, they don't get into gang, they don't. Yesterday, even one of the basketballer called me and said, "Mommy, what would you do if I do tattoo and come home?" I said, "If you do tattoo and come, just know you don't have any home anymore." Hey, Mom, but everybody's doing tattoo. I said, "If you do tattoo, just know you don't have a mother anymore, that I'm just your birth giver. I just gave birth to you. You are no longer my son." He said, "No, Mommy, I don't have tattoo." But I thank God I travel 5 times a year. When my husband died, I had to downgrade from the 7 bedroom. We had to shut down. We had a studio, 5,000 square feet studio. We had a bookstore. We had a thrift store. We had 100-seater event center that we were renting out. And then when he died, everything just went down. So we now moved to a 2 rooms. I'm not talking of 2 bedroom apartments. 2 rooms. And I gave my 2 sons the 2 rooms, and I slept on the floor. So I always used to make fun. Because if I say, "I'm tired of the floor now, the floor is cold, let me come to the bed," my son will say, "Mom, I'm renting you 30% of my bed. If you roll too much at night, I will push you onto the floor. You go back to your floor." So, but it was funny. But we were sharing toilet, sharing everything. But why? There were people in the house I could leave them with to travel. So if I'm traveling, there's somebody at home to look. I can call them, "Are you okay? Have they locked the door? Have you eaten?" and all that. Cooking the house. That also trained my sons to know how to cook. They cook well. They make pounded yam. At least I told the big one tonight that I want to eat ogbono and pounded yam. So when I get home, let it be hot. And say, "Where are you?" I say, "I'm going to do interview on the phone." So I thank God that they're shooting, they're killing on the way, but my sons will walk through even when that happens. So my kids, yes, bringing them up, they've learned to abase and abound. I'm not saying everything was rosy. There will be days I'll go and stand in front, instead of I'll go and look for food bank to go and buy food. And I'll cry there. I said, "Lord, I don't have money." Because you know how much it is to buy ticket? 2,500, and you're buying it 4 times a year as a single parent. No boyfriend, no sugar daddy, nobody happy. And so it was tough. It was tough, but I
Wow.
thank God. When my first son got a job last year, the first thing he did was to go and get us a 4 bedroom mansion. In fact, I still see that in one corner and I'm looking and saying, "Is it me?" The car I'm sitting in right now, I got it at 50% off. The man, I got him on Facebook. I told him I went to his office with $500 for a $25,000 car. My son, my baby son, the one that is the basketball, I said I should stop calling baby. 21. He followed me. He said, "Mommy, you're going to disgrace us totally today. $500 for 25,000 car." And I told the man, and I took my checkbook. In fact, I think the checkbook is still in the car here. I said, "Don't worry, I'll write check for you for the next 5 years. For every month, and I paid it 25,000. The man looked at me like, "You have such audacity." I said, "I need this car." And I told God, I want this car not because it's a Toyota Highlander, not because I want to shackle, but I want to use it for this wild car. The man called his bank and told them they should give me 50% off. And he guaranteed me that I'll pay the other half. He asked me, how much do I want to pay every month? I told him. And I got to the bank signed it and said, the man said you should be paying this every month until you finish and get the car at 50%. My son looked at me and said, Mommy, what did you say to him? I said, nothing. The first job this car did, to God be the glory, they were dashing out face mask. I went and used this fine Toyota Highlander, collect face mask. I shipped 30 boxes to Nigeria for churches in Nigeria. Each box had 1,000 face masks. So I shipped, 35 boxes. I carried it to the shipper. Then 12 churches in America here. I used this same car. I said, God, you see, you gave me a good car. I'm using it to be dropping all the face masks. At least 100 boxes. Face masks, 100 boxes. I mean, Sandra, if I'm lying, you saw a hand sanitizer in my house.
Yes.
I carry hand sanitizer with this car. I said, God, you see, you give me a fine car, I use it the way you say I should use it. So my kids have learned how to trust God too, and how to work with God. And we just believe, we thank God for his goodness.
I want to thank you for the time. I want to thank you. I would have to cut this. We can't take any more
we have
questions.
talked 1 hour. Woo.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You told me 30 minutes and you were talking. You had the whole show. It was good having you. Show that you had a lot. That's why I said you have to come back again. Paul, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I did not plan to stay this long. I didn't know it was going to be this long. And you told me before that you told me 30 minutes. You were strict. Evangelist Bibi said, Sandra, your show must be 30 minutes. But you spoke over 40 minutes. You did.
What we can do is, this is live. Maybe what we can do is, when we can edit it and split it into two, part 1 and part 2. If you want to use it for, because if it's 30 minutes show, it has to be 27 minutes. If it's 1 hour, we have to stop now. It's 58 minutes. It has to be 58 minutes because we have to have intro and outro. So we can split this into 2.
Yeah, I would do that. Thanks so much for your time. I want to thank all our viewers all around the world. Thank you for staying tuned and staying to the end. And I hope this session really educated you. You had a lot you got from this, and it was inspiring for me. I do not want to let the guests go, but we've all got so much to do, and I have to release everyone to go and do what they're called to do for today. And I don't know, Financial Paul, you might have 1 or 2 things you want to say. Then Evangelist Bibi, you might want to have the last word you want to give the viewers to go back with, that this is what they got from you. Paul, anything for the audience?
Okay, yeah, I just want to say I'm just overwhelmed.
You want to learn how to increase your online visibility. I'm going to have Abiola Fashino is my so you can my text. So follow me on Facebook, Abiola Fashino. To increase your visibility yourself. If you want to advertise, for the next 1 month, we're doing it weekly on the just text me. My phone number is a PDF number. That and just Google me Evangelist Bibi to come up. You get my number. Text me. Please don't listen to what you try to. I don't have the time. Straight up, I saw you on this show. This is my website. How can I increase? Just can't ask me the question. Your first 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Network.com and go global. Be careful. TV in South Africa 2 years ago came Faith TV. So it's not Faith TV. Mine is my Faith TV. We're registered. So Faith TV, that's TV in South Africa.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Great. I have to cut it. Paul, any word Before we say
Yeah,
bye, and
I just want to say thank you to Evangelist Bibi and Sandra. It's really been a wowing moment. I hope to learn more also. And I've got some instructions too. So, of course, something like this is going to continue again some other time. I feel Sandra is going to pull it up again and it's going to be an
no,
interesting
she's
time.
coming. She's coming online this week. It might not be on my channel, might be on your channel, but she's
Oh,
coming
great, great,
because she's
great,
not. I
great.
told her she's
I
got a
would
long
love to
start.
have Bibi on my channel. Hope she would be, she would grant me
So
this.
she would. She would,
All
and she
right.
said she's giving us an opportunity to showcase on our TV station. So that would be a
Oh,
good one for us too.
wow. The video, right?
No, as in she's going to showcase this on a TV station, and that
Oh,
she probably will give
great.
us a slot. She'll be giving us a
Oh,
slot to do
There's
this.
no probably. I'm confirming that yes, you are getting the slot. There's no
Oh,
problem.
thank you.
God says, I mean, is that a yes or no? So anything else is lie. So 90%. Yes,
Awesome. Thank you so much, my viewers, and thank you, Evangelist Bibi. Thank you, Financial Paul, for staying. So,
that's right. That's right.
what's
you
my
don't
name?
see.
Evangelist Bibi.
It's so great to have you on this channel. We want to call it a day. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned. Do have a blessed evening until we meet again next week, Monday. Have a nice evening. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Yeah.